I'm gonna be there at the finish line for you. I'm gonna make a big sign for you.
Doesn't show up for anything. And then he shows up.
Hi everybody, I'm Tim Estiloz with the Spiel on Entertainment.
I'm here today and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll sing, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa, and they'll know. Everyone will know. They should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby. Okay, before we can even begin the show, we've got this cheesy trick that we have to do, so we can just get that out of the way.
This is a trick I learned from the Sandra Bullock movie. What was it? I just said it.
Miss Congeniality.
That one.
That's it.
Ready? Now, if you listen real closely, you can hear a sound. Like
yes, it's
I
great.
think it's
Everybody, I think people have done this. Yeah.
Ready? Hear it? Oh my gosh, I'm really doing it.
No. See?
Oh, I went up an octave.
I'm so sorry. That's C changed to D changed to F. What is that? That's great. All
Thank
right.
you so
She just wanted to have reason to have wine on the set. Wine on the set.
Jesus drank wine.
Okay, listen, we talk about things that we enjoyed in our past and
Yes.
things that we did. And, you know, I was always like this adrenaline junkie. You knew that about me, right? The whole mountain climbing, skydiving, scuba diving. But listen, after you have a child, your mom tells you, you're done, you have to stay alive.
Because she don't want to raise our grandkids.
Right, she doesn't want to have to raise the grandkids. So I have to stay on this earth. Well, listen, I got an early birthday present.
From who?
A friend.
From me. Okay, go ahead.
From you, a friend. A NASCAR racing experience.
Now, we talked about you was going to do this. So
Yes.
did it happen?
It did.
Who was your driver? I thought you were just going to ride along.
I drove, boo-boo.
How fast?
135 miles an hour.
You do that on 13.
I know.
Didn't you go faster on a racetrack?
The Carter
Hi, Officer Smith.
It was awesome. It was really cool.
Gosh.
So listen,
Did you have to suit up?
You know, I
with the
did.
suit?
I felt okay. Here's the deal. So I had to suit. I had to go to class. They
Oh.
teach you to be a race car driver.
You could teach the class.
In like an hour, you know? It's like you learn all this thing, and they give you the suit, and you're wearing the suit. And it is troublesome when you can't get it to Velcro up the front. You know, it's not sticky anymore. It's just something. So it's all hanging out. It's just there.
Everything's right there on the
just there.
steering wheel.
You remember the Tom Cruise? Is it Tom Cruise and his first wife's movie? What was that? What was that movie?
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman?
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. That was it.
That's where they
that
met.
was it. Okay, but anyway, so the problem is, do you have any idea the smallness of the window or the hole to get into the race car?
No, honey, I don't.
Okay, well,
How'd that work out for you?
I have a lot of bruises today. I mean, I got a leg in.
How did you get out?
Slid the butt in.
Did they kinda-
the butt in, and well, the steering wheel's not even there. So you have to get in, and then they put the steering wheel in, okay? And then this nice gentleman, after you knocked your head off, because you got this helmet on, so you're good. You know, you're sitting, you're like, okay, this is serious. I'm in a cage. I'm just.
Were you the only one there?
Oh yeah, a lot of metal.
Anybody else
Somebody
on the
in
track?
my ear. He's
Anybody
ready to
on
go.
the track?
Oh yeah, doing 175 to 180 mile per hour.
Did
They're
you
riding
kinda get
along.
to the side
I was a
and-
little nervous. I stayed out of the way. Anyway, so the guy who's supposed to get me in, buckled, steering wheel on, says, "Ma'am, are you sitting on your safety harness?"
This is, he's talking to you as you're going 100?
He's standing outside the window because I haven't even left yet. He goes, "Ma'am, are you sitting on your harness?" I go, "Perhaps I am." And he says, "Well, we have to have that."
Did you say, I can't get out again?
Guess what was my only option?
What?
To lift up and let him go in. And he went all the way in. I said, "I'm going to take one for the team in the name of safety. You do what you have to do." So he goes in. I thought the scooping up was a little weird, but he got me in. He got me in. He locked me in.
Where do I sign up? Okay, anyway, was it fun?
It was awesome.
Okay.
It was awesome, yeah.
And you only went to 130, why didn't you go on up?
I know. I thought I did. Like the 5,000
Is there
RPMs.
not
there is a
deal?
tachometer, yeah. It's 5,000 RPMs. I failed miserably at 135. I know.
Look at us, just sweating like dogs. And that's where we're going to close today, and I'm going to ask you a very important question, ladies.
Well, we're opening with this.
I know,
so
but
yeah,
when we
we'll
close,
close.
I've got
yeah.
a question.
Okay, we have a question, so stay tuned. We got a lot of show to get to. We'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
I was actually born on the streets of Calcutta. I was 3 months old, and then the person that I gave birth to me cut my umbilical cord. And so I was 3 pounds, and then I was taken to a Mother Teresa orphanage in India, hoping to be adopted.
But basically, we've got our big pasta noodles. I'm actually going to pick one up. We're not going to eat this one.
We've washed our hands. We found soap somewhere,
So you got
we used it.
you got to get the giant stuffed noodles. You're going to stuff them full.
At the Bank of Heron, we know that between family and work, it can be a challenge to find the time to take care of things like going to the bank. And really, what you need is a way to do your banking on the go. Well, we've got good news. With the Bank of Heron mobile banking app, you can manage debit cards, find bank locations, monitor account activity, even make a deposit. Just a few of the ways our mobile banking app can save you a trip to the bank. We'd love for you to come see us, but now you don't have to. The Bank of Heron. It's not just a bank, it's mobile banking.
If you live in Southern Illinois, you drive around, you're probably going to go by one of our buildings or know somebody that has a building that we have put up. It's only limited by one's imagination. You can build pretty much anything with post frame buildings. They're economical and sturdy. It's going to last a long time. We try to work hard, get the job done, buy efficiently to keep the cost as low as possible for our customer. We have a website, newcombconstruction.com. At the end of the day, I have to be satisfied with the work we do.
You're watching The Spiel.
You know, I love when we have authors on because
Yes.
I'm a reader. I love to read, and I'm always into and have been forever of giving back. You know,
Yes.
just giving and giving, and if you get something back, that's a bonus. But
Yes.
giving back, lessons from an adopted immigrant on why a happy life is about helping others. Jenna Jameson.
Welcome.
Thank
or
you.
Jameson, like
Jameson?
the whiskey.
Yes, exactly.
Like the whiskey we said. Yeah.
I didn't want to tackle
Yeah.
your middle name.
Yeah.
Yep, so it's Rani, Parbati, and those are from India. And that's
Okay.
when I came over and I was adopted, those are the names I had, and then my mom changed it to Jenna because of the soap opera Dallas. And so,
All right, Mom. Good
so
job.
then you have
And then
Jenna-
they said Jameson because we like whiskey, and no, that
There
was
you go.
that was her name.
Okay.
But then if you put Jenna Jameson together, you have a famous porn
We
star.
do know about the porn star. Julie had mentioned her. I mean, did you work with? No, I'm totally kidding. Years ago, it's another life. Don't even.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
No.
But can we start with being adopted? How old were you?
I was 5 months when I was adopted, and I was actually born on the streets of Calcutta. I was 3 months old, and then the person that I gave birth to me cut my umbilical cord. And so I was 3 pounds, and then I was taken to a Mother Teresa orphanage in India, hoping to be adopted.
You were left like on the street, so she gave birth obviously out in the open.
Yeah.
Cut the umbilical cord
walked
and
off
left
and
you
left you.
Yeah,
for dead.
yeah. And so then I got transferred to an orphanage, and it was a Mother Teresa orphanage in
And this
Calcutta.
wonderful family.
Yep.
Wow.
Actually, a single woman, because she knew she wanted kids, but she knew it wouldn't be possible in the United States in 1987 to adopt a child on her
Being
own.
single.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So she adopted internationally, and I
That's
got
awesome.
lucky.
So how's been your life here in
Yeah,
the States?
it's been amazing, and I think it makes me realize how lucky I am, because if I was in India, what would I be doing?
Right.
Where would I be living? And I think that's probably what channels me to want to give back to other people.
I love that. I mean, did you hear her? I mean, obviously she changed her mother's life.
Yes.
But then for you to say that you're the lucky one, you know, when I
They
know your mom
changed
feels
each
that way.
other's lives.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you know, in this day and age, unfortunately, we hear all the negative reports and, you know, diversity changing the world in a negative way. But you know, you're so uplifting and enlightening, and you're saying that diversity can change the world, but in obviously a very positive light. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I definitely think, well, because like my mother's American and I'm Indian, so if you see us in the grocery store, you're not even going to realize that we're related or that we're mother and daughter. But I think being able to open your eyes and see that, you know, color doesn't matter.
Correct.
That being an immigrant doesn't matter, because you could look at me and think, oh yeah, she's American, but actually I am an immigrant that came and was lucky enough to be able to be in the United States.
How old were you again when she got you?
5 months.
5 months.
She was a baby.
So then I had to go through the national naturalization process, go to court and get papers to prove that I would be able to become a United States citizen.
Any desire to go back to see that side of things? And does your mom want to go back to?
I would love to go back. I think we'd love to do a trip together someday and be able to give back. I mean, Calcutta is so much poverty. So to be able to do that and to witness that, and even just to be able to go over and volunteer and help give back to a country that I was a part of.
Would you want to go back to, I think it's awesome that you referenced Mother Teresa, which we all know is, you know, just one of those that we hold up in a very, very positive light. But would you want to somehow be associated there with that effort?
Yes, I mean, she totally inspires me. I share tons of her quotes in the book and on my website and on my social media, because I feel like she saved my life, really. I mean, if it wasn't for her orphanage, I don't know where I would be. And just to think that in India, maybe people live on 10 cents a day or in a mud shack or on the streets with no clean water. And then you come to America and I'm like, wow, this is my life.
So you grew up, you went to high school, and you went to college, and now you're writing. Is this your first book?
This is my first book, and I mean, honestly, I really don't care about my education. I don't want to be known for my education.
Which
I
is
really
quite diverse
and
really, I mean, smart. She's kind of heady. You know, she's like, wait, she impressed me. So
I really just want to be known for giving back to the community, and for other people to know that giving back will change your life, because it's not about making money or who I meet or what my education is. It's just about knowing that whatever community you're a part of, you're able to give back. And it doesn't mean you have to volunteer every single day, all the time, but for people to realize, oh yeah, maybe you could volunteer once a month or
you know what,
twice a month.
It's that smile. You walk in a room and smile, and you've already made someone happy. You made a heart smile too.
And I love, recently we've talked about something, a blow that you were dealt, and you'll have to go to her website and read about her story, obviously, but one of your lead lines was fantastic. It's like ice cream before dinner. So you're always looking for the silver lining?
Yes, I think definitely I want my experiences to teach me lessons. And that's what this book is all about, is teaching, not letting life get the best of me, but getting the lesson out of what life presents to me.
Absolutely.
You gotta recognize the lows to appreciate the highs.
That's right.
Correct?
Yes, exactly. And so I think with my posts, that's what I try and just give to my readers, is what lesson can I get out of this? Not, oh, life gave me lemons, so that sucks.
Right.
But, oh no.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
And you know what? Social media is horrible when it comes to, oh, life is really bad on me right now, this sucks. But if they would take that experience and help someone else going through what they've been through, instead of being so negative.
Apply it. Yeah. What's the hashtag Project Kindness? What is that effort? Talk about that.
Yeah, so hashtag Project Kindness, basically my book ends with a Project Kindness goal.
Okay.
And so I've turned my birthday into a goal to have that minimum amount of acts of kindness that I give to others throughout the year. So instead of my birthday being about me and I want presents or anything like that, so I'm 29, so this year my goal is to have 29 random acts of kindness in my community. And so last year I was 28 and I did 28 random acts of kindness.
Name some of those. What did you do?
So I took cupcakes to the police department. I volunteered at schools. I went to the nursing home. Just little things.
That meant a lot. Little things that meant so much.
Yeah.
You know.
Sometimes you can't do something big. Sometimes if I'm at the grocery store and I see a veteran's license plate, I'll just write a thank you note and I'll put it on their windshield for them to see. So that's free, right? I don't have to, I mean, all I need is a sheet of paper and a pen to do that. So it's not necessarily I'm trying to say like, oh my gosh, you need to go spend $100 and buy cookies and buy a bunch of things for other people and give them to them, but to try and just think of little ways based on your own budget that you can give back to the community that you live in.
How proud is your mother?
Oh, I'm sure she's exceptionally proud, but she's probably a humble person, and she would never want to say, oh, look at what my daughter's done, or look at what she's gonna do, or how far she's able to go. She's more just like the person that's sitting in the back of the room smiling.
She's smiling inside.
But you know what, though? We're not born with these ideas, so she must have been a great role model.
Oh, absolutely. She has taught me to be the person that I am today.
Awesome.
She's my hero. That's who I look up to.
That's awesome.
I mean, based on everything that I've been through and done, she's the person that is my rock.
Is this just a cute color combination here? Or is the shirt a meaning behind it too?
It is says life is a mountain,
not a beach.
So not a beach, and so that's kind of the mantra I have for my book. The back of the book, the intro is like life is a mountain. You know, it's not a bad mountain, but you have to remember you're climbing a mountain. Right. There's always going to be challenges. We're always searching for perfection.
Absolutely.
And so it's like you can't always search for perfection because you're never going to find perfection.
That's correct.
You know what just ran through my mind? Gosh, when you're 90, you're going to be busy doing 90.
We'll help her. We'll help. We'll help. I mean, by that time, we're going to be like 130. You know what? That wonderful ideas. Very small. It was a pleasure meeting you. Absolutely. And you know, learn from her. Get the book. Finding you online is easy. Don't go to the Jenna Jamieson. Don't Google that. Don't Google that, kids. All right. What's the web address?
It's JennaRPJameson.com.
Go to that one. Yeah, go to that side.
Look at her beautiful face. Yes. Find that face.
Find that face. Absolutely. Well, we wish you the very best.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
What I'm trying to get out to the world is when you think of U.S. wine, you think of Napa Valley. You don't think Southern Illinois. You don't think, let's go get a nice glass of wine in Southern Illinois.
Look at their eyes. Look at the way their elbow goes up. Yeah. She's done this a couple of times.
Maintaining your family wealth and preserving your assets can be one of the most rewarding benefits of your lifetime. The Bank of Heron has the experience and position to help you with estate planning or establishing a trust. The Bank of Heron can even act as an unbiased trustee of your estate.
We offer guardianships. We will serve as the executor of your estate.
And it can give you the peace of mind that your loved ones will be taken care of the way you see fit. The Bank of Heron. It's not just a trust, it's a relationship.
And welcome back to Spill It in the Kitchen, brought to you by Southside Lumber and Prairie Farms.
Yes, Prairie Farms. Mariah already knowing that we need butter in the pan. That's how we begin every segment, right?
Butter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Butter and wine.
Yes. So we have Mariah who will be preparing our dish. Mariah, a current culinary student, so it's going to be phenomenal. And Sister Avonlea.
It's a sister act.
It's a sister act. I have been stalking you. Are you aware?
I am now.
Okay, she's the Whimsical Wine Woman. Is that right? Or Whimsical Wine Woman?
Yes.
Okay, find her.
How
on
did you
Insta.
find her?
She's hot. She's everywhere. I mean, I'm a little envious because it appears that every day she's visiting a winery somewhere in the world. I'm like, I really want to be with her right now. Yeah, and you know what? She doesn't photograph it in a way that's like, snobby wine, whatever. She's out there learning things and meeting really cool artisans, and you're just going to tell us what you do. Or we could sit here and speculate all day, because that's what Julie and I do.
I mean, I like that. It makes me feel good about myself, so hey.
So tell me about how the journey started.
Well, let's see. I turned 21. I guess I'm 23 now, so I guess it'd be 2 years ago now. And I wasn't really into the alcohol scene, and I'd always seen wine as bitter, gross, and my rich, snobby aunt and uncle drinking it. So I was always kind of
sorry, aunt,
scared. Uncle. Yeah, sorry, no. I was always like, no, wine will never be for me. And then I actually got to go down to the Shawnee Hills Wine Trails, which is down here, Southern Illinois.
We know it well.
It's awesome.
It is one of the most amazing wine trails in the U.S., in my opinion.
We have to give Starview Vineyards credit today, right? They provide all of our wine. We're like halfway through most of the bottles. Your visits, your travels, how you've been down here in Southern Illinois, and if you've not visited Southern Illinois, you must for the wine trail. I mean, the wines and the grapes. Maybe you could talk a little bit about the grapes.
Yeah, that's one thing that's another thing of what I'm trying to get out to the world is when you think of U.S. wine, you think of Napa Valley. Valley. You don't think Southern Illinois. You don't think, let's go get a nice glass of wine in Southern Illinois.
Right.
So my biggest thing, if you'll see on my website and all that, is people are like, there's wine country in Illinois. There's wine country in Illinois. You don't think Illinois wine. And that's what I would like to get out to the world, that you need to get down here and check this place out because you are missing out.
Okay, now she's making a dish called Mariah's Stuffed Shells.
Yes, to go with wine.
What would you put with that? Tell me how you pair.
I was trying to figure out what would go with a sweet wine, semi-sweet, and then you've got your, your Chardonnay, which is going to be your dry wine out of the three. And honestly, Chardonnay pairs well with grilled chicken in general. So the
Chardonnay is grilled chicken.
Yes.
Is there a pasta wine?
Yeah, and that's another one. Chardonnay does pair well with pastas as well.
What about meat? What about like steak?
Oh, the steak.
Well, see, here's my thing.
Okay.
You can pair whatever you want with whatever you want because as
she's
long as
the
you like
whimsical
it,
wine
if you
woman.
like, if you
If you like it, drink it.
if you like it, drink it. If you eat it, eat it.
Eat it. But really, your journey, so you appear, like I said, I'm a little envious because I don't know one day if you're in Europe or if you're stateside or where you are.
I wish.
But obviously you do a good job of, you're really out there promoting these businesses. Good for you.
I try, and that is another big thing. I actually own my own small business. I actually make jewelry. Yeah, I told you that as part of being chronically ill, I have a lot of downtime, so I do get to make a lot of jewelry.
We
and
do
all
need to
that
pray
kind
for
of
her.
stuff.
Chronically ill, you said you've got this stomach issue where, let's see if people can, see, our audience is great. They can solve health problems too.
Well, yeah.
So what is it?
So
Tell us.
basically, nobody actually has been able to figure it out. I've got these chronic issues. Kind of feels like someone's taken a knife to the end of my stomach and just running it along the inside. I've got, all
Is it
kinds
all
of,
the time or just when you eat?
It's not. It's just random.
She said she weighed 180.
Used to be 180 pounds, if you can believe that.
So we need
this
to
is
figure
like
this
birth
out.
weight now, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
The
much.
Mayo Clinic couldn't figure it out. So if you're out there and you can help us out,
Or you have
need to
this
email
same problem, you guys
Angie@spielon.com, and I'm going to get you the Whimsical Wine because listen, if I stalk her, I need to help her, right? So help me help her. Okay. Now listen, you've got the jewelry, you've got what is the website address?
Well, it's just type in Whimsical Wine Woman and everything will pop up.
She comes up.
Yep.
She's totally there. She's totally there. Okay, you want her to get into the recipe?
Yeah, let's start a little bit and we'll come back like we do and taste.
All right, so like I said, this is my sister's recipe, so bear with me because this is all her. But basically, we've got our big pasta noodles. I'm actually going to pick one up. We're not going to eat this one.
We've washed our hands. We found soap somewhere, so we used it.
You got to get the giant stuffed noodles. You're going to stuff them full. And basically, she's got her pasta, which is her homemade pasta sauce. And she's going to mix in her broccoli and her grilled chicken. She's got mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and not the cheap stuff that
garlic, heavy cream.
Oh yeah,
all Prairie Farms, delicioso.
But all this deliciousness, we're gonna just stuff it in these pasta shells and go to town. So we're gonna throw them in the oven for 25 minutes that you bake them, and after all that, it just comes out delicious.
Look at her smile. I love Mariah. Now, Mariah, are you gonna have your own restaurant, or do you want to be a chef for someone else?
I actually want to start my own bakery.
Start her own bakery. So look out for that. I mean, we're going to have you back on the show before that, right? Because we like exclusivity here at the Spiel.
Yeah. Before she gets too big.
Okay. Yeah. You have to come here.
Before you get your own TV show.
What about too big?
Well, you guys are the ones that are going to take her on.
Absolutely. This is where it all begins, right here. So, I mean, do you understand that Napa Valley, everybody will be calling you now to come out there?
That'd be nice.
The Whimsical Wine Lady. She's available. The woman. The lady or the woman or
the
woman?
She's a woman.
Oh, man. Okay. So what we're going to do is, go ahead, I'm sorry, we digress. In that wonderful sauce of heavy cream and milk and the cheese, and then it's going to go in the oven. And then we get to come back and sample it, right, when it's all said and done? Okay. All right, we'll be right back.
You'll know you're in Shawnee forest country when the hills rise up to meet you. When the fruit of the land seems to be waiting for you to pick it. Where at the end of every path, you'll find another reason to raise a toast. The Shawnee National Forest is home to miles of unbelievable natural wonders, adventure, wineries, and unique places to stay. That's how you'll know you're in Shawnee Forest Country. Plan your getaway at southernmostillinois.com.
I would encourage all of you to pay it forward and let that random act of kindness define us as a nation.
So we're a little nervous because Avonlea and Mariah have done such a great job that we may lose our spot in the Spiel in the Kitchen segment.
I know. Look, it's a redhead.
Look at this.
And a great host.
Have you seen this? I mean, you got the whimsical wine lady, and she's a woman. And she's bringing her sister, obviously, who's studying, the art of culinary delights. Are you delighted?
I'm gonna tell you if I'm delighted in a second.
Delighted. This is what did we say this was?
Stuffed pasta.
Look at that. She goes, Mariah's, my name is the only thing that matters. Stuffed pasta. That's right. All right, gals, tell us what we're doing, why you decided to pair this dish, and which wines we offer today, which, by the way, now we've shifted to maybe a dessert wine.
Yes, what we do have.
My God.
We picked out this pasta dish because we had the 3 wines that we tested out earlier, and that was something paired perfectly with all 3 wines. And Mariah will go ahead and she'll tell you.
Look at her. She's like, should I bow? She goes, should I curtsy? What do I do at this point?
What do you got going on in here, Mariah?
Well, it's just my stuffed pasta and stuff. It just giant noodles.
Giant noodles.
Giant jumbo noodles and stuff.
And chicken?
And chicken and fresh broccoli and then
fresh broccoli. That was a point you wanted to bring out.
Yeah.
Why buy frozen?
Yeah.
She goes, yep.
All kinds of cheese.
Oh my.
And most is the mozzarella and Parmesan, and those are freshly grated. And you take the chicken and the broccoli and you mix that all up with the sauce, and then you stuff them into the jumbo shells, and you put in this pan with the rest of the sauce, and then you pop it in the oven.
And the heavy sauce was the whipped cream, heavy whipping cream, the milk.
And the milk.
And cheese?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How long in the oven, Mariah?
25.
Oh man. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah.
I can talk about the wine. This last wine that I do paired, it is actually from the Grafton Winery is where this wine is from, and it is their seasonal peach wine, and it is to die for. It is so delicious, so kind of like a dessert wine, and end everything off with a nice sweet touch. And it's definitely sit by the pool or by the lake on the boat with sip a glass of peach wine. It's delicious.
So the Whimsical Wine Woman, she wants her own show. And she said this is her first step. I think she's doing great.
Mariah needs her own show too on Food Network.
Oh, good job.
Amazing, Mariah.
For Julie to say that, it's something. Because she normally just, she's a little picky eater.
I am, but this is amazing.
5 stars, delicious. Yes, we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And again, how do they find you?
Just look up the Whimsical Wine Woman.
There it is.
How'd you come up with whimsical real quick?
I like to be whimsical, exactly. Pretty much I love fairies and mermaids and all kinds of stuff like that, and I think whimsical when I think of that, so.
Very nice. Well, here's to you. This is a toast. Toast to you. All right, we'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
It takes a lot of practice, it does, and getting used to your equipment. It is the equipment, but you have to put in the practice. It doesn't matter how expensive or how good the equment is if you don't practice with it.
Most everyone that we have is from Southern Illinois. We do have a few people out of state, but they're people that you've never heard of, people that you didn't know were here.
Education is important. Three Rivers makes it easy to get one, with locations in Dexter, Kennett, Malden, Piedmont, Sykeston, Cape, and Poplar Bluff. With over 100 programs of study in high-demand areas like criminal justice, diesel mechanics, nursing, business, teacher education, even ag technology. Three Rivers College has a degree for you and a convenient location where you can get it. So what are you waiting for? The time to enroll is right now. Don't miss your mark. Success starts here. Three Rivers College. You're watching The Spiel.
Listen, you already know these ladies. I mean, Grace, Camo, and Lace, they're famous. All right?
They are very famous.
Yeah, that's right.
Young, beautiful, and famous, kind of like us.
Kind of like us, yeah. Alli and Adriana Armstrong. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. So anyway, they're featured in magazines. They've won every medal possible. I wanted to wear them, and did I get clearance on that?
No, they said leave them alone. They've been polished, leave them alone. But you know what? Take us back, girls, to the beginning. Dad was a hunter. Little girls wanted to go with Dad. Is that how we started?
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, my dad, he'd always hunted ever since he was young, and he actually got me started hunting when I was 5 years old. I started going with him when I was 5, and I actually got my first deer in turkey when I was 6 years old.
Oh.
So over time, I've kind of worked my way up, and then when I was in high school, I got involved in 3D archery, so that's become a big passion of mine as well as hunting.
3D archery. See, that's the word I was looking for. Tell me about that.
Yeah.
Well, the 3D archery, I was a guest shooter for Southeastern Illinois College in high school, and so I got to shoot as a guest for them and kind of get experience there. And then when I actually started college, I was able to compete in nationals, and actually the first year I won nationals in my division. And
First year, she won nationals in her division.
And then the second year, the women's team won, which I was a member of at nationals.
When did we bring our pretty little Miss Adriana in?
She goes, I want to go, I want to go.
How old? About the same age?
She was 5 years old too when she started going.
Good job, Dad. And Mom's over there like, yeah, I was like, get out of the house. I got stuff to do.
No, I bet Mom was like, be careful. Whatever you do, just be careful.
Well, Mom hunts too. We all do it. All four of us. As a family. So.
Do they let you appear on the show, Mom? Okay, Mom is on the show. So if you guys look this up, multiple networks, I mean like 66 million viewers or something like, I mean, you know, just a small comparison to what we have, but they'll get there. I mean, eventually they'll get there. And this, you know, this is my favorite color. Okay, here's the deal. I mean, we all have been here where, you know somebody who bow hunts. It's like, yeah, that's, especially if you're dating a guy, and you're like, oh, honey, let's go bow hunt or whatever.
They're not as pretty.
Exactly, and it's always kind of, you know, one of those things with, will she be able to pull it back?
Yeah.
You know? Can she do that? So let's prove that you guys can obviously do that. So let's do that.
Yes.
Okay. So the key is, I noticed you guys have tools that you use. So kind of take us through the art of what this is.
What you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I have on my bow right here, this is called the release, and this is what you hook on. This is called a D-loop to pull the string back on your bow.
Okay.
Oh, so you're not taking your little fingers and doing this?
No.
Okay.
Wait, does that make us weaker than men, or is it just more accurate? We're more accurate.
Actually, men use one of these as well.
Okay, so I've never seen a contraption like that. Was this built for you?
This actually is our signature series, the color of the bow is, and this is a gearhead archery bow. This is the T24, and that's because it's 24 inches from axle to axle.
Okay.
And so this is the bow. This is our rest here, and that's what the arrow sets in before you shoot it.
Okay.
And then this is our sight that we have.
Okay. Now listen, is it the sight that's accurate, or are you ladies just really good?
Well,
be honest. I mean, you've been doing this.
I mean, it takes a lot of practice, it does, and getting used to your equipment. You know, it is the equipment, but you have to put in the practice. It doesn't matter how expensive or how good the equipment is if you don't practice with it.
Okay, sure. Now watch these ladies. They're gonna, how precise they are. Listen, we can only use like artwork that existing on the wall, which would really upset the artist. So we're not gonna be able to puncture anything.
So, Rob, we'd like for you to.
But let's look at the accuracy by which these ladies perform what they do.
You can put an arrow in it if you want.
Oh, that would be hot. I mean, yeah, that just don't shoot, because we're going to be in big trouble if we shoot. I think we'll go out through a sidewall or something.
I want to say real quick, they don't go do this in dresses, right, girls?
No.
That's what threw me off today.
Although this would be good for a magazine shoot or television. I mean, I understand why they did it. Okay.
Look at their eyes. Look at the way their elbow goes up.
Yeah.
She's done this a couple of times.
The girls have won. Okay, you can relax, because that's heavy. I mean, what people don't realize.
Yeah, this is about 55 pounds.
55 pounds back.
Is it something I could try?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Julie. Try it.
Well, I mean.
Yes, she can just pull it back, but without the arrow.
Yeah, no arrow.
No, no arrow.
All right, yeah, you can try it if you want.
Okay, listen.
Do you want to put this on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't release it, because it'll tear it up. I'm just saying.
I can't get it back.
You can get it. Pull it. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, you can't either.
You want to bet? Pull. Pull.
Can't do it.
You can't do it?
That is
okay.
nuts.
No, I definitely have to try it. Here, I definitely have to try that.
How many from the audience think she can do it today?
Clap. Everybody clap.
Not a one clap.
Why is it silent?
Honey, it's 55 pounds. 55 pounds backwards. Pull her back, Ange.
She can do it.
Oh, so close.
Somebody's getting fired.
I got further than Julie.
Yeah, but you didn't lock it like the girls. 15 and 20. Pull
Hang
it
on,
out.
I've got like some carpal tunnel or something.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey, can you come on?
No.
Oh my God.
Okay, you ready?
Thank you very much. Tune in next week.
I can't really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Girls,
Let me see you do it again. You got yours on?
Yeah.
Okay, come on up here. Adriana's going to do it again and show us the E.
That was
ready.
Do you want an arrow in it or
listen?
No arrow.
Listen, I'm not kidding you. And I
It's
was late.
hard.
That's crazy.
Look at that.
See, that's ridiculous.
That's
Let's see
crazy.
the shoulders. I got to work out shoulders.
That's a neat picture.
You girls are very impressive. I mean, if they Google you, let's go over the name of the show and why you chose that. There's a story behind it.
Okay, yeah, the name of the show, it's called Grace, Camo, and Lace. It airs on the Sportsman's Channel and Hunt Channel TV through different parts of the year. And we chose Grace for the grace of God, and we wanted to put God first in the name of our show. And then, of course, Camo, that's for hunting, and kind of the outdoor side that goes into the show. And then Lace to kind of, add a feminine touch because we are girls, so we wanted to incorporate all of those things. And we thought that was a nice, catchy name.
Very nice.
That's
yes,
very nice.
Good. Mom and Dad are behind you 100%. It's working well.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a family event. So good luck to you both.
Thank you for coming.
And,
Thank you for having us.
maybe we can be on their show sometime. I mean, we can't bow hunt.
What can we do? We can go retrieve bows.
Yeah, we'll retrieve the arrows. Yes. We'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
We have people that we do custom orders all the time. So if your mind is like, I'd like to do that, and then you think, well, I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Call us because I'm telling you, we got somebody who can do it in your price range.
In your opinion, what do you think is the core theme running throughout it?
I believe it's just a story about hope. It's a story about being able to go from what seems like darkest time and slowly chipping away, getting into the light.
We price online. Most dealers won't do that. I won't be beat. They get a hold of us, want to look at a camper, we give them a video, we give them a write-up. They don't have to be in our showroom to do their homework. But we are 100% a full-service dealer. Parts, we've got a service van in our customer service department. People are buying these, they're happy. They're going somewhere with the kids, with their grandparents, with their parents. Get a hold of us, tell us what you want to look at, and see what you get from us. It will surprise you.
TriState RV. We supply the how, you supply the happy.
You're watching The Spiel.
And welcome back to the Spiel. Look at this stuff.
You know what? You look amazing. You really do.
You do too.
Well, hey, here's the deal. When you have a location that has all of this, you can have a ton of fun. I mean, you can never have too many sunglasses, too many bracelets.
No, and that's the style now.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it is.
I love God. Anyway, from Southern Illinois Mercantile, it's Tanya Miller and Ellen Graff. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
This is awesome. Don't we look good?
You guys are rocking it. You want to look.
You know, you guys have come in and like you said, you just kind of threw up everywhere, which is great, but that's what people like. They like diversity, they like to see different things. And what's exciting is a lot of the things on display here are actually from local artisans, people who have made these things. So let's talk about that.
Awesome. Well, basically what happened was we used to do flea markets together, and then being a Texas girl for 20 years and getting to shop a lot, we both thought that, our husbands thought we needed to stop shopping and maybe figure out a way to bring us some income.
To sell some of your stuff.
And so we did have a heart for things that are quality and handmade, but also being able to bring a price point to the consumer in a more rural area that they could walk in and afford. And I'll let Ellen give a little bit.
So that's kind of like one of the main concepts behind us too is when you find something at our shop and say it has a price tag of $75, it's affordable.
Yes.
So you're not going to find it anywhere else cheaper than what we're offering it to you.
That's right. This print, I Love Mom Nature by, is it Joan
Mahaffey?
Yes.
Yeah, she's from Marion. That's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
To be able to know
And
some
she's
things.
very eclectic.
Most everyone that we have is from Southern Illinois. We do have a few people out of state. But they're people that you've never heard of, people that you didn't know were here.
Who made this lovely thing?
That is by Haley Blakey, and she is actually a resident of Heron. And so
That's crazy.
I know, and like
good
she's
job.
got all kinds of, she's got
kitties.
children's with little chef hats.
Do you know what's really
So-
cool too? Everything here was made with love. I mean,
Yes.
everything is made with their own hands.
And most of these people, this is something that they love to do. It's not something that they have to do, and so it's a hobby, and we are giving them a facility to put it in a place and market it for them and let
Well, it sounds
people
like
get
to
at
me
it.
you're going to get a bigger place.
We are.
Are you looking already?
We
Because
are not looking. We have a new location, but we are not in it yet.
Okay.
It's about 4 times the size of our new building, so we'll have lots of room for lots more vendors.
And we're excited to have professional showcasing.
Yes. So we
Yes.
know, Julie and I, it's kind of an odd occurrence. We may have worked together or next door to one another for 20 years, but it was God's plan to bring us together and do
Right.
the show. So you ladies obviously accredit God for this journey and where you are and,
Yes.
and the difference that it's making in lives.
Yes, very much so. We joke that we're twins separated by some years.
Well, I'm almost old enough to be her mother, so.
Don't say that.
I bring the wisdom, I hope.
Yeah.
And she brings the technology and the intelligence and the modern flair to what we do, and it kind of just melds all together.
So when they walk in the door of Southern Illinois Mercantile, however you want to say it, they're going to feel the warm Christianity welcome, aren't they?
That's
they're
what
gonna
we hope.
feel.
The last thing we'd ever want for
Right.
someone to do is to come into our shop and walk out and say, nobody talked to me.
Mhm.
I grew up here, and my grandfather was a minister for 60 years, little small country churches, and people came in and out of our home my whole life growing up. And he never met a stranger, and that was passed on to me. People need to feel loved.
They do.
Exactly.
And they want to know that they matter. And for some reason, sometimes we sit and talk for hours with our customers.
Yes.
And that's important. It's vital.
Yes.
And if that's all we do, it's
you've
just
done it.
kind of get
Right.
the sentiment of the
And-
old time.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. Is even the show Little House on the Prairie. You
Sure.
remember you walked in.
Yes.
Well, I didn't want to bring that up, but
Hey, our generation, we can understand that. But you walk in, they have everything that you need, and it's so interesting that you point out that people just enjoy the conversation, because I think too many times people try to fill a void with
Right.
things. They go and spend money, and they think that that's somehow going to bring them fulfillment, and it's obviously relationships.
Right.
and
We like to
connections.
tell everyone that comes in to visit us, like, come back and visit. Like, if you're swinging back through, just stop by and see us. You
Even
don't
if
have
you
to
don't-
buy anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what we're there for.
Or if they're having a bad day,
Right.
Yeah.
you know where those girls are, it's going to uplift you.
Yes.
And
Well, and it's spending time with people. This world is, busy and
crazy.
And they bring stuff to us too. I mean, it's really tremendous how much fun we have in the shop. And
The fellowship is-
we are
is
completely
phenomenal.
crazy.
I've got 2 nephews coming, so I'm already shopping. So.
Awesome. Well, all of this is
We can do boys stuff.
Yeah. We even have a little.
when did you get undressed? What was I doing?
Yeah.
Just,
the
go a little
glasses,
warm.
the apron.
She just slipped right out of it.
Yeah.
I'm doing the whole show like
I
this.
mean, I'm good like that, I mean, some of the other things, like,
Oh.
look at
Oh, yeah.
this.
No, but look at this. It came from this, a local artist.
Oh, now see, that's amazing. We
So
need to have this
So
artist on the
the
show.
cool thing with them is it's actually husband and wife. So his wife generally will take the pictures, and then he'll go home and add his artistic flair to it.
Okay,
So
that's cool.
they enjoy doing it together, and he does. He has a God-given talent.
Who is this? Who's
This is Mr. Alphonse Algeyer.
Okay.
He does Algeyer artwork.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal.
This is a acrylic, not watercolors.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Bible verse on here, 1 Corinthians 10:31. Look it up. Tell us what it says.
Yes.
Obviously.
Amazing.
What, you don't
It's a
know your
connection.
Bible?
You know what? I do, but that verse, I'm going to have to
look it up.
refer to the
Where
good
is
book.
What are you looking for?
We have a commercial vinyl lady, and she does hand-painted wooden signs, or she can do indoor-outdoor vinyl. She did this pull sign for me. I
really cool.
don't always write poems, but when I do, I put them on a sign. I would say that this is the lady who does the painted,
Oh,
too.
that's great.
That
That's
is
so
awesome.
popular
Yeah.
right now. Everybody loves
and
that.
she can do anything your brain can think of. We have people that we do custom orders all the time. So if your mind is like, I'd like to do that, and then you think, well, I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Call us, because I'm telling you, we got somebody who can
Who
do it
can
in your
do it.
price range.
This is
It
awesome.
is so good. This is mission work. I mean, I truly believe that.
Yes.
And if you guys can and make a living doing it, and obviously give people things that make them happy and showcase people who are talented, you've done a great thing. So
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, how much do we owe?
Yeah, actually, tally it up.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/SpielOn.
I need to find a doctor fast. Why don't you go to Christopher Rural Health? They have 11 clinics. What do?
They took my state insurance and I wasn't put on a long waiting list.
We didn't have insurance, and they saw my kids and me. Now we're all covered.
They hooked me up close to home and got me a ride, too.
Even if you can't pay, they don't turn you away.
Do you have their number? Sure. 1-800-408-7351. Visit us at crhpc.org.
The Spiel, Saturdays at 11 on Fox 23.
I'm gonna be there at the finish line for you. I'm gonna make a big sign for you.
Doesn't show up for anything. And then he shows up.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Estiloz with the Spiel on Entertainment, and I'm here at the red carpet screening of the new film Stronger, the story of one man's determination, perseverance, and courage in the wake of a horrible tragedy.
There was an explosion, and your legs, they're gone, bro.
Jake, I've got to ask you, what was the most challenging part of the film for you in terms of tapping into Jeff's experience?
You know, for me, I think really trying to understand what it's like to live a life, you know, with an injury like above the knee. You know, I mean, you know, I think to me, trying to understand how to function in a world like that and what it does and how to recalibrate, you know, try and put that in my mind, and then also to be put in a position where I kind of understood a little bit of what Jeff goes through. I think that was the most difficult part.
You trying to make a hero out of me.
You need to tell your family what's going on with you.
What is it like for you to be part of rolling out the film in this fashion and seeing the Boston love and attention for this film that you've worked on?
I mean, it's such a massive, I just feel so much gratitude being here, being able to, you know, screen it with a lot of the people who were so intrinsically involved in the project, whether it was, you know, Jeff and his family or Aaron or the people at Spalding who helped them all through this process. It's just incredible.
Really surreal to be on a red carpet. This is actually my second one.
Yeah.
My second red carpet, so I'm a pro. I'm like getting into being a pro.
You're like old school with this.
Yeah, getting into being a pro. I'm just like breezing through. But it's you know, it's very surreal, and I'm just glad it's here at Spalding.
I can't do this. I can't do it.
This is the first time you're in this week and you had 3 appointments.
You just have to show up for once.
I showed up for you!
What's interesting about this film is that it's a sort of warts and all depiction of your relationship, his family, all the people surrounding you. Did you have some reticence about the film showing that much of perhaps a real-life situation?
My biggest concern was about my daughter and how she's going to watch the film when she's older. I never would want her to feel as though we didn't love her every single day, every single moment that we knew about her. And that was the hardest thing to watch for me.
What aspect of this film are you most proud of?
The performances and just the idea of Jeff's story was something that I really respond to, and the idea of sharing that with the world is something I'm really proud of.
Even though there's plenty of excitement here on the red carpet, earlier today we had a chance to talk one-on-one with the key players in this powerful drama. So Jake, there's so many different facets and aspects to this particular film. In your opinion, what do you think is the core theme running throughout it?
I believe it's just a story about hope, it's a story about being able to go from what seems like darkest time where you can't take another step, you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to move forward, and slowly chipping away, getting into the light, you know, knowing that, you know, as Jeff's character says in the movie, and as Jeff will say in real life often, you know, if I'm going to be okay, you're going to be okay. You know, I think that's at the heart of the story, and also just how community and how friendship and how family, no matter how complex and messed up, you know, they can be, gets us through.
I'm gonna get up, hips back, chest up, Jeffy, chest up, okay, chest up, chest up, good, okay,
That's amazing.
good, okay,
You are so tall.
all right, okay.
This film doesn't pull any punches in terms of both the bombing and the aftermath, but also your personal life as well as with your family. So how difficult or challenging was that for you to relive that, not only in writing the book, but on seeing it on screen once again?
It was tough for me at first to get through to relive the relationship between my wife and I, and Aaron and I, and it's like that thing, like hindsight's 20/20. Like I left the theater being like, oh man, I made some poor choices, and same thing, you know, with just kind of like my recovery too. Like when it's like, oh, you showed up like once out of 3 of your appointments this week, and again, like that hits me too. That hurts like my soul, and it's hard, but it's true. What are we gonna leave that out? And it's not gonna be true. So it was tough to see all my flaws and everything about me out there, and what I went through, and what I was going through, and so I mean, now I just kind of know that I'm in a better place. So, but like reliving it is hard.
So what are you two Amesbury ladies slumming here for anyway?
I'm collecting donations for the marathon.
No
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You got a jar, huh? With pictures of yourself. That's so great. So you show people pictures of yourself and then you ask for money.
Yes.
That's a smart idea. It feels like you're self-promoting. That's really.
I am.
You know
What appealed to you most about working on this film, and particularly your character of Aaron?
I just I found it very relatable, the kind of complexities of these relationships, and how these people were struggling through what they were dealing with like tremendous love and need, and also Aaron feeling this guilt and this pull away from being part of all of this madness. You know, there's a lot that changed in their life after the event. So for her to, you know, kind of struggle through that was really relatable.
Doesn't show up for anything. It's always late. You know, he never wants to leave his apartment. I'm just fed up with it. And then he shows up.
Now, of course, the film is called Stronger. I'd say that your character is arguably one of the strongest and strongest-willed characters, at least at the beginning of this film. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think Erin is strong in the sense that she sort of carries a lot of the weight of what Jeff is going through. And at the same time, she has a tremendous vulnerability and a deep need for him, and huge guilt, too. So she kind of has that contradiction in her, which is why I thought she was an interesting character.
I'll come find you.
Yeah.
Where can I meet you?
But I have a feeling there are more.
Where can I meet you?
The photos, injuries to those in the blast area are quite severe. Just a tragic scene here in Boston today.
Jeff, for you, there's a key scene in the film where you are meeting with Carlos Arredondo, who saved your life, and was telling you about the reasons why he risked his own life to do so.
You remind me of my son. He died. Helping you made me feel like I helped my son, and for that I am grateful.
What was that meeting like, briefly?
To me, Carlos was really emotional. I was just like briefed on his story right before I met him in real life, and I was crying when he came in, and you know, just the fact that he helped save my life, and I just learned about who he was and what he's been through. I was moved instantly, and it did kind of, you know, take what was going on with me at the time when I met him, and like immediately this focus on him, and it was actually really good. I mean, and then he's just like such a great inspiration in my life, and he's like a great role model. Just the stuff that he does in the community, and what he lives for. He's just my role model, and to have him with me, it's just amazing.
What would you say is the overall theme of this film, the overall moral compass of this film for you?
I feel like it's really about, you know, the strength that we don't even know we have until we're sort of tested, and realizing that that we can get through these things, and that human beings are very, the resilience of the human spirit is massive.
But I think he's one of the more courageous people that I know, and I think as a result that sort of seeps in every aspect, and particularly into, you know, the aspect of showing you who he is.
Well, you both did an amazing job in terms of creating this film. Jake amazing performance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the inspiration that you've given us all.
Thank you very much.
And once again, I've been speaking with Jake Gyllenhaal and Jeff Bowman about their participation and creation of the new film Stronger, coming to a theater near you. For the Spiel on Entertainment, I'm Tim Estiloz.
I just want people to see how amazing my son is.
I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna walk with you again someday.
To find out more about the Spiel or even watch past episodes, visit spielon.com.
My dad came here in the early 50s and started. My name's John Smith. My brother Terry and I have Smith Dairy Farm. We're producers of milk for Prairie Farms Dairy. We're outside at 4:30 in the morning. Cows need fed 365 days a year, and you learn the mannerisms of each animal. You learn who they are. Prairie Farms, they depend on us to be finished milking at a time when the truck's going to come to get the milk. We're all one big team.
Proudly farmer-owned.
It's part of what we've been raised to do.
Prairie Farms.
You're watching The Spiel.
Can you fan us real quick? Please.
Well, I'm going to think that that's the start of the show now.
We borrowed the clipboard for something very, very important.
Hey, no, you know what this brings me to?
When you're older women, you got to do this in shows. I'm just saying. It's a necessity. I mean, it's 63 degrees in here, and this is happening, like right here. Right now.
Look at this. You could swim in my hand right now. But ladies, I want to ask you something. I'm going through the hot flash season.
You've been there for like 5 years.
I can't find anything to help me.
Right.
Black cohosh, no.
Cohosh?
Cohosh.
Okay.
Cohosh?
Cohosh.
And hormones, no.
Hormones?
Is it whore or har?
It's
hormones.
It's hormones. Yeah, it's whore.
What can I do? Please write in and tell us, ladies. Well, I know this isn't helping the wine,
but it numbs
and
the pain.
lights.
But it numbs the pain.
It
really
does.
does.
But
yeah.
you know, if you have maybe a surefire way of making a lady cool off.
She wants it. Yeah. Making a lady cool off.
What was that?
Listen, so
She's
going to, you're going to California.
I'm going to LA.
Okay, so we need people to give suggestions of what to see and do when in the California area.
Because you know my favorite song in the whole world?
What is it?
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Sing it.
I can't even talk. Santa Monica Boulevard by, what's her name?
The Whimsical Wine Woman is on the sidelines going, I should definitely not bring them wine in the future.
Devil went down to Georgia?
Taking a trip out to LA.
On my Chevrolet?
Yeah, that's good.
When I picked up some wine, a girl named Angie Wyatt.
Unalienable, is that our word this week?
Oh.
Okay. Dang,
I'm not really drinking it, it's water.
Inalienable.
What does it mean?
Yeah, not being an alien. Inalienable, incapable of being alienated, surrendered, or transferred. Okay? Incapable of being alienated. That's what this show has been all about. Inclusion. We don't want to alienate anyone, right? Ever. I mean, you can, look, if we haven't found you yet, like we found the Whimsical Wine Woman, you find us.
Find us with answers to hot flashes.
The hot flashes.
Thanks.
Okay?
How many syllables?
See, you know, isn't that great? We were meant to be.
Inalienable. 6.
Ooh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 or 6?
6, boo.
See?
It's an adjective.
I knew it.
Inalienable. Okay?
This is more than a pretty face right here.
You ready?
Ready?
Wait. I got it. Yeah, I'm good. Why are you laughing?
No.
I totally did. Inalienable.
Yeah, thanks,
It is a first. It is a first.
You missed it.
No, it's no bull. Come look. Inalienable.
Okay, ready?
Noble. Bull. I had to cheat. All right, listen, we hope that you'll be here every week, so we'll see you next.
Bye.